few days have passed since Apple launched its latest flagship lineup. Multiple things have been said about whether the iPhone 14 is worth spending hundreds of dollars on. There are excited loyalists, there are also critics, none of them really talk about an emerging debate. What are the environmental consequences of bumping up your smartphones? The latest iPhone has a slightly smaller carbon footprint as compared to its predecessor. The iPhone 14 accounts for an average 61 kilograms of carbon dioxide in its life cycle. That's 3 kgs less than iPhone 13. Almost 80% of the phone's carbon emissions are released during its production. Some might say the purchase of a new device will obviously not reverse the emissions, but the fact is it will help to limit how many phones are made in the future. A large chunk of the CO2 emissions released in creating a new smartphone coming from mining the rare materials inside them. A report says buying a new phone takes as much energy as recharging and operating a smartphone for an entire decade. And in the last few years, Apple has been trying to clean up its act on the environment front. The tech giant claims to use 100% recycled rare earth elements in all iPhone 14 magnets. Note that the magnets represent almost all of those rare earth elements in the device. 2 years ago, the company also announced its plans to go carbon neutral by the end of this decade. This included zero emissions on all fronts, from manufacturing supply chains to product life cycle. But for now, the phone is adding up to the environment crisis. It can be argued that until there is a dire need to upgrade, you can give the planet a breather. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.